Hey Yorba Linda, so today's episode is going to be a little bit unique. I've been doing business spotlight interviews for about a year and a half now. However, it all started back with my first one, which was with Lone Wolf Brewery back in January 2022, and I interviewed Joe and Tim about 6 months before the facility even opened up. So on today's episode, we're going to be heading back there, and I'm sitting down with Joe, and we're going to have a candid conversation on some of the challenges as well as the great accomplishments they've had over the last 7 months since they've been open. And then we're gonna go over what exciting changes you can expect to see next time you head into Lone Wolf Brewery. So if you've already watched this channel before, thank you again for your continued support. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Josh Alexander, your local Yorba Linda real estate agent and host of Discover Yorba Linda, your one-stop shop for all things Yorba Linda. So whether you already live in the city or you're thinking of moving here, make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and that follow button, and that way you'll be up to date on everything happening in this great city. So let's go ahead and get into today's interview. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So today I am here again with Joe from the Lone Wolf Brewery. I wanted to come by because it's been a year and a half. You were the first episode that I did with a business inside Yorba Linda, so I thought it'd be great to come back, check in, and see how everything is going. So you opened up at the end of last year. So I just kind of want to see how everything is going in Yorba Linda, how is the business doing, and just get some questions answered. So you down for that?
I'm always down.
Okay.
And Josh, it's great to have you back.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here. I love this place. I've come here so many times, so a lot of great beer. So speaking of, over the last couple months since you've been open, can you kind of go over some of the best things that have happened as well as maybe some of the worst things that have happened? Because every business, especially as they start out, goes through a lot of growing pains.
Well, you know, let me start with the worst first,
Okay.
because I want to get it out of the way. We got murdered on Yelp opening up. Now, if you truly understand the story of how we opened, basically, you know, we were struggling with the OC Health Department and trying to get the place opened. So we couldn't brew. A lot of things we couldn't do. So when we opened, we were definitely unprepared.
Gotcha.
And we took it on the chin from patrons that came in, and a lot of those patrons have come back and they've said, "Wow, what a change." So the first 6 months, you know, we definitely have a lot of lessons learned, and it took us a good 3 or 4 months to kind of get our stuff together, to really be a true, you know, a classier type of place, a place where you can come, you get your food on time, you get your food right, and all that kind of stuff. And because we weren't able to brew, we only had a few beers on tap that were ours, and now we have 19.
Okay.
So out of the 20 beers right now, 19 of them are ours, and we keep our kettle sour from a friend of ours, and because, you know, we don't do kettle sours here.
Yeah.
So it's been a kind of bittersweet, you know, and lately though things have been a lot better.
Okay.
And we actually have done some changes, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
Okay. And so in terms of the best thing that has happened since you guys have opened up at November, what's one of the best things that you can think of since you've been going through this?
Really, it's the people. Yorba Linda has been awesome, and we've had a lot of people come in from Yorba Linda. We still every day have people come in and say, "I didn't even know you were here."
Yep.
And I've lived here for 20, 30 years. So every day we have more Yorba Lindans coming in, and obviously, you know, we're not just Yorba Linda. We're all of Orange County and even LA and Riverside County.
Yeah.
You know, we want people coming from all over because that truly is what we're all about, is a melting pot. And but yeah, that's been the best thing, you know, for us.
Okay. So kind of looking towards the future now. So what are some of the things that you've been working on, that you're doing, that has really kind of changed over the beginning months of you opening up this place?
Well, one of the things what we've done is we've listened. You know, and one of the things in the first, when you were here last time, we talked about that, you know, the food that we do, the beer that we do, we want the feedback from the community, and we'll change with the community. You know, and one of the things that came up is, you know, our food selection, although the food is very good, it was a little on the higher side, and we didn't have enough food across the board for vegetarians and other people that have health issues or that kind of stuff. So just this week, we've come out with a new menu. It's a lot of new items added. We also reduced the price on on other items. So
Okay.
as the food costs keep increasing, the nice thing we did when we first opened up, we realized that was going to happen. Now we've normalized, and we're able to say, okay, this one particular item is a little too high. Let's go ahead and lower it down. We want people to come in on a regular basis, eat and drink, and share their lives with other people, and that's really why we did this.
Okay. And so people that have been coming in, eating and drinking here, can you kind of let everybody know, if maybe they haven't been in here, what are some of the most popular items that you have on your menu right now that maybe they should be trying when they come in?
That's a great question.
Both beer and food side.
Let's start food first.
Okay.
Our pizzas are, I'd say, the top 1% of all of California. It's true New York pizza. You come in here and you're going to whether you get the New York style cheese or whether you get the carnivore pizza, you're going to get a pizza when you're done saying, wow, that's really good. Our burgers and our fish also have been very well taken in. Appetizers, our Bavarian pretzel is, in my opinion, it's the best Bavarian pretzel around.
Okay.
And then we have all kinds of unique items as well. But on the food side, you come in, there's something for everybody.
Okay.
On the beer side, we're one of the few places that will have a red beer year round. A lot of people don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I love red beer. So you're always going to find a red beer here, or an amber lager, that kind of thing. Our diversity right now between our German Pils, our Pliny the Pastor, which is we brewed it in tribute to the Russian River guys. We wanted to come out with something down here that we felt was proud enough and good enough to put a Pliny name to it, and I believe from what I got in feedback, we've hit it on the nail. So,
all right.
and then of course we have a good selection of IPAs and ales and lagers. And the other thing we keep year round is our Imperial Stout.
Okay.
So we have that year round as well. So whether you're a lager drinker, a seltzer drinker, we're always experimenting with seltzers. Our seltzers have very little sugar in them. They're very low calorie because of the way we make them. We have that diversity of types of things for whether you're a young crowd or an older crowd. There's something here for everyone.
Gotcha. And then are you also doing wine as well? I think I was saying at one point.
Yeah, we actually have our own wine,
Okay.
which Timmy and I got to produce our own red Cabernet Sauvignon, our own red blend, and then a Chardonnay, which we actually didn't do the Chardonnay, but we were able to hook up with a company that does really good Chardonnays, and we were able to put, they gave us a juice that we can put our name on.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have about 15 other reds, and we have about 7 or 8 other whites. So whether you're a Pinot Gris or a Cab Sauv or Cab Franc or a Malbec, we have a wine here for you as well.
Okay. And I know a lot of the beers change seasonally. What right now, because this will probably go out in the next week or two, what right now is your favorite beer in here?
Wow. It really all depends on what I'm eating or whether it's an afternoon type of beer or an evening beer. I always like to finish my day with a glass of the either the Imperial Stout or the Porter. And we have a really good Porter on tap right now. But I'm a red guy.
Gotcha.
So the Big Bad Red, it's my original recipe from 20 some odd years ago. It still holds water with everybody, and we sell out of it really fast.
Gotcha. And so the last question that I always ask, what has really drawn you to really open your facility inside Yorba Linda? And now that you've been open for a while, what's kind of the favorite part about having this whole building within Yorba Linda right now for you?
Well, I mean, I think Yorba Linda, like I said, I think in the first video we did, we looked at 9 cities, over 50 locations, and when we walked into this location, it felt like home. It was bigger than what we wanted to originally do, but in hindsight, because of the stuff that we have coming down the pike and the amount of beer that we're going to be able to produce here, this location ended up being perfect. When we walked in here, we knew we had parking. We never have a problem with parking because we have below and up top. Yep. If it's raining, we have underground parking and stairs that come right up to almost to our door. So this location was ideal, and the way the city accepted us and the patrons that come here, I don't think we could have picked a better place.
Gotcha. So you guys have heard it here. If you haven't already, come and check out this place. You need to, because every time I've loved the beer, I've loved the food. So I love that this establishment is right in our own backyard, easy to get to. And thank you for opening this up, and thanks for taking the time to sit down with me again
Thank
today.
you. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Absolutely. So until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye, everyone.